Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Today we got ourselves a movie review of Winchester, directed by the Spierig brothers, who also helmed last year's Jigsaw, and is based on the real-life owner of the Winchester mansion, played by Helen Mirren, who constantly had the Winchester mansion under construction, building new rooms, taking them down, and she supposedly did this in a way to help different spirits who were killed by Winchester rifles, and Jason Clarke plays a psychiatrist who follows her around for a week, examining her mental state, and kind of discovers that maybe she's not as crazy as she thought. So, coming into this movie, I didn't know a whole lot about the story of the Winchester house or Sarah Winchester herself, but it's totally cool because this movie tells you exactly what you need to know within the first few minutes of the movie. So in the scene where Jason Clarke's character is introduced, this guy with a mustache and a bowler hat comes in, he's like, blah blah blah, exposition, blah blah blah, Winchester house, blah blah blah, you are this character, blah blah blah, this character, blah blah blah, here's some monies. Which is completely pointless because we basically learn all this stuff again throughout the course of the movie, and you really did not need to introduce Jason Clarke's character in this way. You could have just started with him arriving at the Winchester house, which happens a couple minutes later, so it just kind of strikes me as one of those we need to treat the audience like they're stupid kind of situations, which, you know, that's always nice. So as far as the Winchester house itself is concerned, it's a nice looking house. Now, I don't know if they actually shot any of the exteriors at the Winchester house itself. What they probably did was they built the exteriors on a soundstage, and then they made the full shots of the house CGI. And wow, it's quite obvious too. There are different shots of the house that are just so fake looking, it's ridiculous. It just kinda looks like somebody forgot to apply some textures to a few shots of the house. But one thing I do have to say is that the production design is very well done. It definitely captures the time period they're trying to show here, 1906, and the interiors of the house are photographed very well. So the explanation the movie gives as to why Sarah Winchester is constantly having the house under construction is that these spirits that she's in contact with have been killed by Winchester rifles, and she's building these rooms to be exact replicas of the rooms they died in, so that they could get more powerful because they have unfinished business here, but she can lock them in the rooms by having the doors sealed with 13 nails. Okay, so number one, why would you want the spirits to get more powerful? Because this movie shows what happens when they get more powerful, because bad shit happens. I mean, I get the idea that she wants to help these people out because her company's rifles killed them, but it's kind of stupid. The big conflict of the movie is that Sarah Winchester's grandchild is being possessed by one of the spirits she's trying to help out, and that basically sets the whole story in motion, which I could be mistaken, but isn't that basically the plot to Insidious? Which is actually kind of funny because when I saw the movie, a couple people came in late, they were like the row above me, they sat down, they were like, wait a minute, this is not Insidious, and left the theater, so on the one hand I want to feel sorry for this kid, but he's got a bowl cut and he's a ginger, so I can't help but feel he had this coming to him. And this is a horror movie after all, so what better way to scare your audience than with fucking jump scares? Because, you know, why would you actually try to build suspense and actual terror when you can just have a hand come off screen and have a BWOM sound effect come in? I mean, come on. You know, why not take the easy way out? And this movie does nothing new with the jump scares either. There are all the different jump scares you've seen before. Oh look, there's this mirror, I'm gonna turn it the other way, and then when I turn it back, oh no, something spooky's there. And this movie kinda just follows a little formula, so basically what happens is Jason Clarke will interview Sarah Winchester in the day, and then he'll be up in the middle of the night, some spooky shit happens, and then the next day he gets up, interviews him, the next night some spooky shit happens. It's like, and that just keeps going and going until things get really intense, and that's just really it. There's just really nothing new and inventive in this movie. So all in all, Winchester takes an interesting real-life concept and does nothing new with it. And then jump scares. So, those are my thoughts on Winchester. I can't necessarily recommend you go see the movie, but anyway, if you have seen the movie, note down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.